Hi, and welcome to our Week 8 full body workout. For today's format, we have 3 circuits. Within each circuit, there are 2 rounds. The first round is 45 seconds of work with 15 seconds of rest. The second round is 30 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. At the end of the rounds, there is a 90-second compound movement. Then we have quick abs, and we will end with a finisher round that includes a 90-second plank. We're going to sweat today. So grab your towel, water, mat, and dumbbells, and let's get to work. Now that we're ready and warmed up, let's get into circuit number 1. Round 1, starting at 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We have chest press. You're making sure that your back is flat against the mat. Hold the core in. Keep the arms wide. And keep the weight over your chest. Few more seconds as we finish up our first exercise. Quick rest here. We're going to get into a straddle overhead tricep extension next. You need 1 dumbbell, medium to heavy. You're going to be in a seated straddle position, legs apart. Sit up nice and tall in the torso, core in, chest up. The elbows are close to your head for this tricep overhead extension. Making sure you bring your hands all the way down, keeping your elbows close to your head. As you come up and extend the arms, make sure you are locking it out at the top. And making sure, again, to pull the belly button into the spine and keep the chest up. Quick rest here before we take it back to the floor. For chest flies, low to medium weights are suggested. Yet again, make sure your core is engaged and making sure the back is flat against the mat as you go through this movement. Keep the weight up above your chest, taking the arms wide but keeping the elbows soft. Inhaling and exhaling through the entire movement. Quick rest here before going into round 2. At 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Taking it back to the first exercise. Chest press. Medium to high weight suggested. Making sure you keep your back flat against the mat. Pulling the core in. Arms going wide. As you press it up, keep the weight over your chest. Quick rest here before going into our straddle overhead tricep extension. Medium dumbbell suggested. You're making sure that straddle is wide. Keep your torso nice and tall. Pull the core in. Keep the chest up. Elbows close to your head for that overhead tricep extension. As you bring the weight up, full range of movement with the arms, squeezing at the top. Quick rest before we head into the final exercise. Taking it back to the floor for chest flies. Low to medium weight suggested. Again, pull the core in. Keep the back flat against the mat. Keeping the chest wide. And making sure you bring that dumbbell over your chest. Elbows are soft. Great job as we finish off our first circuit. We are heading into that compound movement at 90 seconds. Chest flies to skull crushers. Low to medium weight suggested. We're going to take it to the floor on our back, starting with a chest fly and going right into a skull crusher. Taking the arms wide for the chest fly, keeping your elbows soft. As you bring it back to the center, you're bending at the elbows for the skull crusher. Making sure you are bending at the elbows to hit the triceps. Core engaged, back flat against the mat. You have 90 seconds here, so you're taking your time with this movement. It's 2 movements in 1. 2 exercises in 1.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A few more seconds here as we finish off our first circuit. Nice job. Let's get ready for circuit number 2. Again, round 1 at 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We have reverse flies, hinging at the hips, pulling the core in, squeezing the weights up,
making sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades at the top. Elbows are soft. Keep a neutral spine position with your neck and back. Finishing up, first exercise in circuit number 2. Nice job. Quick rest here. We're going to be back in that hinge position again for reverse palm bent over rows. Your palms are going to be facing out. Low to medium weight here. Again, hinging at the hips. Pull the core in. Chest is wide. Palms are facing out. As you squeeze it back for a bent over row, squeezing the shoulder blades together.
You can feel it.
Keeping a neutral spine position with your neck and your back. Inhale, exhale out as you squeeze it up. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. A few seconds here. And done. Finishing off this circuit. First round, we have hammer curls. Medium weights suggested. Okay, keep your chest up, pull the core in. Elbows close to your waist. As you bend at the elbows for hammer curls, palms are facing each other. As you curl it up, full range of movement here, all the way up, all the way down. Soft with strong knees. Pull the core in. Few seconds left in this first round. And done. All right, quick rest here. We're going to head into round 2 at 30 seconds. 30 seconds this round. Grab your dumbbells. Let's get ready. Hinge at the hips. Pull the core in. Keep the chest wide. As you bring the arms up, you're keeping the elbows soft and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Few seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Let's get ready for our reverse palm bent over rows. Medium weight suggested. Palms are facing out. Bending at the waist in a hinge position. Pull the core in. Keep the chest wide. Squeezing the shoulder blades together as you pull back on that movement for bent over rows. Quick rest here before we finish off with our final exercise, hammer curls. Keep the chest up, pull the core in. Full range of movement with this exercise. Curling at the elbows, bringing it all the way up and extending the arm all the way down. Don't forget, inhaling and exhaling through the entire movement. Quick rest here as we get ready for our compound movement at 90 seconds. We have bent over row to bicep curl. Medium to heavy weight suggested for this movement. Hinging at the hips for the bent over row, making sure you have a neutral spine position with that neck and that back, pulling in the core, keeping the chest wide. As you stand up, you're going to take it right into that bicep curl, keeping the chest up, and again, pulling the belly button to the spine to keep that core engaged. Again, you have 90 seconds for this movement, so take your time going through the movement. Just a few more seconds left in this circuit as we finish off our compound movement. We're going to take it on to circuit number 3 with our first round, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Let's get ready for our tiptoe plie squat. Wide with your legs, come onto your tippy toes. You're going to squat it down, making sure your knees follow your toes as you go deep into the squat as you can, depending on your flexibility. Keep the chest up, pull the core in. 1 dumbbell is needed for this. And we're done with our first exercise. Quick rest here. We have Romanian deadlifts coming up next. Medium to heavy weight suggested for this movement. You are hinging at the hips, keeping a soft knees. Back is straight. For that neutral spine position, pull the core in, keep the chest wide. For reference, I'm using 1 35-pound dumbbell. You use a weight that you're able to do the entire movement for the 45 seconds. Nice job. We are taking it down to the floor for this final movement for the circuit, weighted glute bridge. Weighted glute bridge. Again, you're making sure that weight is not onto your stomach. It is closer to your thighs. Make sure you hold on to that weight. Pull the core in. Squeeze it up to the top, squeezing your glutes. And easing it back down on the floor. You're rolling it up and then rolling it down. Making sure your shoulder blades remain on the floor when you're at the top of that glute bridge. Few more seconds of this exercise. And we are done with round number 1. Quick rest here before we take it to round number 2 at 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Taking it back to those tiptoe plie squats. Choose your weight. Turning your toes all the way out. Legs are a little ways past your shoulders as you get to the tippy toes, staying in that position as you take it down into that plie squat. Again, your knees follow your toes. Take your time and go as deep as you can. Let's get ready for our second exercise, Romanian deadlift. Pull the core in as you hinge forward into that deadlift position, keeping your back straight with that neutral spine position. Again, pull the core in as you take it down into that deadlift. Quick rest here as we take it down to the floor for that weighted glute bridge exercise, rounding off our circuit. Again, hold on to that weight. Keep it near your thighs and your hip flexor area. Squeezing it up by rolling to your shoulder blades and then rolling back down. Squeezing at the top with your glutes. A few seconds and we are done. All right, let's get ready for our compound movement at 90 seconds. We have a squat, two narrow press ups, medium to heavy weight suggested. Getting into that squat position, legs are shoulder width apart, toes are pointed forward. The weights are near your shoulders to start into that squat. As you come up, you're giving 2 narrow shoulder press ups to complete the movement. Again, take your time. This is 90 seconds. It's not about how many reps you can do, but it's about your form. Keep the chest up, pull the core in, heavy on your heels as you go into that squat and press it up. Just a few seconds left. Pull through and you are done. Great job. All right, quick rest here. Grab some water and let's get ready for some abs. We're going to take it to the floor for flutter kicks. You're on the mat. You can use your hands positioned under your tailbone to assist if you have lower back issues. Point your toes, roll up off your shoulder blades, and keep the flutter low. Modification, you can bring the legs up a little higher for your flutter kicks. Next up, you have reverse crunches. Starting with your legs in tabletop position, keep your toes pointed. As you bring your feet down, you are just tapping your toe to the floor. Pull the core in. Breathe through the entire movement. Quick rest as we get ourselves ready for our next core exercise. Toe touches, rolling off your shoulder blades. Your legs are to the ceiling. You're reaching for the toes. Keep your core engaged. Great job. 3, 2, and 1. Quick rest here before we move into our final core exercise for our first round. Just crunches. You're rolling off your shoulder blades, making sure your back is flat against the mat. Your elbows are wide, fingertips behind your ears. You are looking up at the ceiling, keeping your chin away from your chest. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Round 1 is done. We have 2 more rounds to go. Let's head into round number 2, making sure we are watching that form. Round number 2 is done. Let's get ready for our final round, round number 3.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut.
Few more seconds left to complete our quick abs. But don't forget, we have a finisher. It's a 90-second plank. You have the option to take this plank in a standard plank position with straight arms, or you can modify this position by bringing your knees to the floor. Pull the core in. Keep the back nice and straight. Press your palms into the mat as you hold this position. Do the best you can. If you need to come up for a few seconds to rest, you certainly can, but come right back into that movement to complete your 90 seconds.
Don't stop, turn it up. Don't stop, turn it up. Don't stop, turn it up. Don't stop, turn it up.
Great job. As we finish off our finisher, getting ready for our cool down, stand up nice and tall as we open up our upper back, sinking the chest in, stomach in. Reverse the movement by swinging your arms behind you to open up your chest and your shoulders. Take nice deep breaths. Let's head into those tricep stretch. Give yourself a nice pat on the back for completing yet another workout. Awesome job as we head into our midweek hump, our Wednesday workout. Figure 4 stretch here, ankle over knee, swing it back as much as you can. You're halfway through your week with your workouts. Great momentum from this workout to get you through the rest of your week. Let's stretch those hamstrings. Ankle over ankle. Taking it to a hinge position. We have a standing cat-cow. Sink your chest in. Hyperextend the back. Then reverse the movement by arching the back. Inhaling and exhaling, chin to the chest. Then chin away from the chest. Some shoulder rolls here, rolling it all the way back, really relaxing the shoulders and the neck, and reversing direction of those shoulder rolls. Taking some nice deep breaths. Great job.